We're gonna play Plato's This or That. I'm gonna tell you two different things, and you just tell me which one you like more.
Okay.
Okay? Greece or Cyprus?
Greece. Easy.
Aren't you Cypriot?
I am not Cypriot, no. Both parents are
No
from Greece.
way!
Yeah, I just have a lot of Cypriot friends.
I have a lot of Cypriot friends.
That's...
Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh my god, this changes everything. I'm kidding. All this time I thought you were Cypriot. All right.
Really? This whole time for like
We went to a
10 years?
We literally went to a Cypriot event together. I thought I was the only non-Cypriot, but I actually took my DNA test. I'm a large percentage Cypriot, for real.
I did not take any DNA test. I'm just convinced that all my generations before me were Greece.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't need a DNA test.
I said the same thing, but we're getting off topic here. All right.
All right, Greece, next.
Feta or halloumi?
That's another Greece Cypriot thing. Feta, of course.
Olympiacos or Panathinaikos?
Growing up, Panathinaikos.
Really?
Only because my family growing up in Athens, around like the Piraeus area, everybody was Panathinaikos green, so...
Okay. For me, I grew up with Olympiacos fans. I grew up in Queens. So everyone like, Olympiacos! And I've never watched one game, but I would have to say Olympiacos just because represent where my friends are from. Or where they like, in Queens. Greek island hopping or mainland road trip?
I would say mainland road trip.
Really?
Yeah, just getting the car like from Athens, drive all the way up to Thessaloniki.
Damn, okay. I once took a 7-hour train ride to Thessaloniki.
You can't really enjoy it on the train, but when you're driving, it's beautiful. I've done it before
Really?
with family. Yeah, we had, years ago, I was young, and a family friend of ours got married up north in Ioannina area.
Yes, I know that area.
So we had family in Athens. We drove to Athens from Evia. We were in Evia. We drove to Athens, and then we drove straight up to Ioannina.
Wow.
It was beautiful. We saw like farmland. We saw so many things. Definitely mainland.
Hell yeah.
Road tripping.
Hell yeah. Baklava or lukumades?
So, I recently found out I have a slight tree nut allergy.
Oh no!
So I can't have baklava.
No.
So lukumades. And lukumades classic, like just a little bit of honey, cinnamon.
Would you risk it though? Would you risk it anyway?
I mean, it's not like, I don't have like a fatal, it's not bad.
Okay.
But I want to enjoy it, so definitely it's classic lukumades.
Okay. So if I give you a plate of baklava right now, would you?
It won't entice me.
Really?
It won't entice me.
Okay. All right. Well, Greek salad or Caesar salad?
Greek salad, 100%. No lettuce. Classic.
Yes! Yo, I cannot stand when you ask for a koriatiki, and what do they do with the koriatiki?
They add the salad sometimes.
That's not a koriatiki.
It's not classic.
That's not a Greek village salad. I'm tired of it. We need to make a petition.
Don't get me wrong, it tastes good, but it's not authentic.
Exactly.
Like, I want the authentic flavor, just classic tomato, cucumber, feta. But
Right?
you don't like olives, right?
You remember.
I remember.
We haven't seen each other in 10 years, guys.
Yeah, it's
Like...
been a while. So- But I do remember no olives. And then obviously you got this new thing I just learned, no salt.
Yeah, no salt. No salt.
Plain.
I live in LA now. Like, I'm not a New Yorker anymore. Well, you can't take the New Yorker outside of me, but...
I love the whole thing. Salt, oregano,
I know,
olive oil.
but the salt makes, like, as soon as I eat the salt, my face is just like a chipmunk after.
Yeah, you get a little swollen.
You get swollen, and I just thought, I'm like, all right, I just look heavy on camera. I'm like, no, I'm eating too much feta and too much salt, but I can't live without my feta. We all know this. Did you see my shirt?
I don't give a feta?
Yeah. I don't give a feta!
That's good.
Right?
Where'd you get it from?
I made it.
Oh, wow. It looks good. It looks great.
Thank you. Well, guys, this is my first guest here today. Today.
We're already laughing.
Steven. It's been 10 years since I've seen you.
It's been a while. I think maybe a
Literally.
little over 10.
A little over 10.
Maybe
My
20.
God.
20? Yeah, all right. 10. Call it a decade.
It's a decade.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people in a really long time. I'm always on the go, and I moved away, so here we are. So I want you to finish this statement, okay?
All right.
Greek music makes me want to.
I feel like this is like an SAT question. Dance?
What'd you say?
Dance?
You don't even dance.
Oh, come on, I dance. When the music's good and we're at an event, you've never seen me dance? All right, you're true. I am a little shy. Sometimes.
Steven, I've literally never seen you dance once.
Really?
Yeah!
Well, you're always the first one to the dance floor.
Yeah, true.
In every event. Festival, whatever it is.
I know.
Greek music makes me want to get up and sing.
You sing?
Sing along. I'm not going to sing on this podcast.
Do me a little something, come on.
No, I got nothing.
Ligaki.
I got nothing.
Ligaki.
What song? I got nothing.
Timuna Yasena.
Timuna Yasena ne Timuna.
We'll do it together. Timuna Yasena ne Tisuneyan.
Venane.
Keros λοιπόν για να λογαριαστούμε. Μονάχο εγώ τρελάθηκα. Για σένα καταστράφηκα. I don't remember the rest.
I should have listened to this.
You did good. I'm proud of you. Let's see. Where did you grow up?
So grow up in Oceanside, New York. It's in Long Island.
Okay, Long Island.
South Shore near like Long Beach is a popular area.
So are you first, second, third generation?
First generation Greek American.
Oh.
Yeah, both parents got married. Both parents Greek, obviously, got married in Greece and then migrated here to New York.
Wow.
And had a family.
How sweet. You know what I noticed? Long Island Greeks are completely different from Queens Greeks. And I can notice a difference as well because you're first generation. Normally first generation Greeks, they're more Greeky and you're very Americanized. So the Long Island Greeks are very Americanized compared to your Astoria, Bayside, Whitestone Greeks.
I think the regions do play a role, but I don't really see like a major difference, but I see what you're saying.
No, there is. Because when I went to Stony Brook for college, all the Long Island Greeks I met, they're very similar to you. They're more Americanized like me, but I'm third generation. Like, I dance more than you, and you're first.
You're more, you love repping the Greeks. You got more, I'm looking around here, you got more Greek flags than I do.
Steven, do you know that my first time ever getting stopped by a police officer was in the Hamptons for having too many Greek flags in my car?
I remember that. You had that white?
Yeah, the white car.
The white car.
Yeah.
And you had it just decked out in white and blue. I remember.
There was Greek flags everywhere. My room.
So what was he like, ma'am, can you see out the rear window?
No, I was like, why am I getting stopped? Like, do you know why you're getting pulled over? No, I really don't. Well, first he said, what's that in the cup? Orange juice? I don't drink. I still don't drink. So he takes my cup. He smells the orange juice. And he's like, this is OJ. Yeah, that's what I said. And it's 10 a.m. I had it with my bagel.
It was like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. The nerve. I really look like that.
And then what happened? Did he take away your Greek flag?
Well, this is the thing. Maybe that's why he assumed I was drinking. Because if he's been to Greece. He was like, ma'am, the reason I pulled you over here today is because obstruction of view. You have too many of these Greek flags in your mirror. You have it in your car. It's an obstruction of
view.
Yeah, can you believe that?
It's like having a tinted window. But the
know.
version is just put a Greek flag on it.
I was known in school for being like the Greekest person, like really repping, even though I don't speak it perfectly. You get what I'm saying, even though my verbs and my are off, whatever.
No, you're good.
I'm good. Είμαι καλά, εντάξει.
Μια χαρά.
Yeah, μια χαρά είμαι. Μια χαρά όλα καλά. Ναι. So you're not Cypriots. So I'm going to scratch the next question out of the question.
What was the question?
It was going to be like, explain what being Cypriot means, because people don't understand the difference between Greeks and Cypriots. Anyway.
Well, both people individually love their own nation. I mean, the commonality is the language, the religion.
Yeah.
But, I love Cyprus.
I've been to Cyprus.
Last time I was there, it was an amazing time.
Oh my god.
Food was excellent.
Hola.
The paralias, excellent.
I know.
The resorts.
Well, I love it both. I love them both. So, and I am Greek though, so I also am a little Cypriot now. Go figure.
How so, though?
My papu lies so much, you never know where I'm from.
Wait, how are you little Cyprus?
Forget about it. There's one story where he was born in Pangrati, another story where he was born in Kipro, and I'm like, alright, I really don't know where he's born, but obviously it's Cyprus, so he was telling the truth about that one.
Oh, wow, you just didn't believe him.
You know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. You say one line, now you believe nothing. You know?
That's a good one. That's true, yeah.
I know, it's true. So, the story how we met. Alright, you don't even know this. I don't think you know this, Steven.
Alright, let's hear your version.
Alright, so basically, I was on this dating website looking for a Greek. Oh, it was an American dating website, but I would only put in, I wanted to figure out a way to how to find the Greeks from the regular dating apps. So there's a way, guys, there's a way how to find all the Greeks in the normal people dating websites. You go to ethnicity, there's no Greek, but there's Christian. So it's very...
So you select the Christian...
The Christian or Orthodox, and then there's very limited people that do that. Click that one, and most of them are Greek, and then you look at them, you know, when the name says Dimitri, it says Stefanos, it says Nico, it's so obvious who's the Greek. So I met this one guy, it was Nico, right? And maybe I'll eliminate his name in here, I don't know, I didn't say last name. Anyway, we started talking a little bit, and he was like, oh, it seems like you're looking for a nice Greek boy. I'm not that. But... I was like, what are you talking about? You're Greek. He's like, yeah, but you're a really nice Greek girl and you're looking to settle down and I'm not that guy for you. But because you're a nice girl, I'm going to invite you to this event. The Cypriots are having this huge thing and you should come through. You might meet a nice boy there. And I was like, oh my God. So then I didn't have any friends to go with. So then we hitched a ride together 6 hours all the way in Timbuktu.
Oh, Virginia? That was a long road. And it was during Memorial Day weekend.
I know.
Which is one of the most, heavy traffic weekends, most busy weekends throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then I remember you wanted to see your mom.
Yeah.
And we left, in the middle of the night to forego all the traffic. That worked out really good. It did.
But I have to say, I will never, ever forget that, Steven. You have a big part of my life just for that. Because during that time, it was so hard. I was taking care of my mom for so many years. And she wanted me to find a Greek husband. So she's like, Athena, you go on this trip and you maybe find a Greek husband. Go. I was like, but I'm going to miss you, Mommy. I want to take care of you, whatever. Because I always spend all the time with her. We're living on borrowed time. My mom was very sick. So I never wanted to leave her at all. I only left her to go to work. So she told me, Athena, you go on this trip. You might meet somebody. I want you to go. So I'm like, I don't have any friends to go on this trip. So then that's when someone paired us together to drive the 6 hours, that I wouldn't be alone for 6 hours in the car. And then it was Memorial Day weekend. And I'm like, oh man, Steven, I miss my mom so much. Let's go surprise her. I'm like, would you mind just skipping out a day early and coming back with me?
Well, we didn't really miss a lot of time.
But still, somebody else would have said no, Yeah. We missed out on the whole last night because we decided to leave a day before, and that was so nice of you, and I'll never forget that.
Of course.
The look on her face.
I remember, you showed me the video.
I have to show everybody the video here. I have
happy.
To insert. I know. You remember that video?
I remember.
It was the happiest video.
I mean, she was alone, right? But it was only for a few days.
I know. Well, so I'll show here. I'll just pretend. I'm gonna insert it. You remember this video?
I remember.
Aww. So yeah, everybody, we'll put the video here for you to see. Man, it was so special. The light on her face when she saw me. She did not expect me to come back so early. And you can't get back those moments. So guys, this is a message for you. If your mom or your dad or anybody you love lives far away from you, go surprise them. Go visit them. Take the day out. Just go say hello.
Life's short. You got to do these things. These acts of just goodwill, just doing good things.
It was so sweet.
It just gives you something to live for. I know. And you enjoy your parents.
Yeah. I would also give my mom little surprises. So if I would be at work, I knew she was alone, and I'm like, let me just go to Godiva.com and
all those chocolates,
right? So I would just send her chocolates, even if it wasn't a lot of money. I would give her there's 2 chocolates, one of them, right? Because she couldn't eat too much sugar stuff. So I'm like, let me give her a box of 2 just for a gift, just for a little surprise. And then I put a little poem in there and like how much she means to me.
Oh, you wrote something down?
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so randomly.
That's so thoughtful, too.
Yeah.
It really, like, it makes you, like, put your own little connection in it when you do a gift like that.
Oh, that's why I did it.
Every time I give a gift, people are different, but, like, you add a card, you put your own words, and even, like, just writing it down, it just makes it that much more special.
It is. And to see somebody that you love happy and their face light up, for me, that's everything. Like, I just want to make that person happy. So if it doesn't even have to be expensive. Like, that little chocolate costs only $10, and then, like, another $10 for the customization. So for $20 to make someone's day, hell yeah. Because I knew I couldn't be there physically. Well, I would have been there in, like, 4 more hours, but still. Someone's sick, especially when someone's sick, they're so lonely. And just to give them something to do. Give them something to open up, So
something to look forward to.
Yeah, something. But also what you did for me in the hospital, I'll never forget that. Because my mom didn't have visitors.
Oh, yeah,
for a while.
I remember. And I spoke to that person that we don't want to mention. That introduced us. I saw him. We were actually out. We went out to Astoria back in, like, the Caprice days. And it was, like, in the night. So me and him were, like, reminiscing and stuff. I was like, oh, did you hear, like, Athena's mom and everything? And we're like, yeah, we should send some flowers.
That was so sweet.
So we sent flowers. It was the least we can do,
No,
just to cheer someone up.
That's not the least. That meant so much to me because I was there for a while, like over 2 months. My mom was dying, and
she had a tough time.
You were the only person who sent something. You were the only person, and the crazy thing is, we weren't even that close. We only met once.
Well, we stayed in touch since, right?
We did, and it's been 10 years. Well, I'll never forget that. When someone does something nice to me, it really touches my heart, and like you have a part of my heart forever for that. I'll never forget that. And we can say his name, Antonio too.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, it was so nice. So nice. And
we're still friends.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Yeah, you were telling me. I'm happy for him. Everyone has a nice little family now except for us, Steven. We're still lonely over here.
It's just us. Hey, we got each other.
We do have each other. We do. So it's time for our Greek word of the day. Our Greek word of the day is panexipni.
Yeah, my parents used that sarcastically growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, just being a child and doing childish things, and then, saying, oh yeah, he's panexipnos. Sarcastically.
The security guards in Greece call me Αυτή κοπέλα δεν είναι φέτα μυαλό. Είναι πανέξυπνη. They were serious though, I think.
Well, what happened?
Well, that'll be on the next podcast. So this brings us to our next question. Dating a Greek.
The dating life.
Do your parents tell you that you have to marry a Greek?
They don't tell me that explicitly. They just say find a good person, which at the end of it, like someone with a good, kind person with a good soul. That's what they say, like the English translation. But for me, like growing up Greek, church, Greek school, all that stuff, I know so many people have done that. How can you give that up? How can you not give it up, but how can you not continue it? It was such a big part of your life. You just want to look for someone that's Greek. I mean, So
you want a Greek for sure?
Yeah, it'd be great. Look, first it's got to be a personality match. But I feel like, being Greek, it's part of my personality, so it's definitely going to be in the other person.
I know. My whole life, I only want to marry a Greek. Like, it just makes everything easier, and to share the culture, share the traditions. And then I'll get into a relationship with a non-Greek, and I'll be like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then every time, like, towards the end, I'm like, when it's getting close to, like, getting really serious, I get a little scared. And I'm like, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. When, my ex-boyfriend wasn't Greek, I brought him to church, and he didn't want to go. But what do you mean you don't want to go to church? He was like, I'm not Greek. I'm like, but it's okay. So after a lot of teeth pulling, finally comes, and he doesn't want to say Christos Anesti.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, he's like, what does it mean? I'm like, Christ has risen. He's like, I'm not saying that. And I'm like, bruh, this is the end. This is the end. Because there's a lot of non-Greeks who marry Greeks who become Greek for their partner. And
I think that's fantastic.
that's beautiful. That's what I
wonderful.
want. That's what I want.
That's like love. That's no matter what, if you're in love with somebody and the cultures aren't the same, right? But people live, they get married and they're happy for forever. And I'm totally about that. Totally about that. You never know. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know. So, look, I'll be honest. I don't even know. I don't know.
So where do you meet a nice Greek girl?
That's a good question now.
Or a nice Greek guy? These days, because everything has changed here in New York. Like, I went down Astoria Boulevard. No. I went down Steinway. It was Habibi Land. I'm like, what happened to Astoria?
You're probably in the other section of it.
I've never seen that before. It was a shock to me, and then I found out Caprice is gone. Neptune's closes early. Neptune's closes at midnight. What happened to the 7 a.m. after Zembekiko turkey bacon and French fries and lemon and eggs? What's what I go with that?
Well, I think there's still definitely Greeks that go out. It's not as big as it used to be. Maybe there's still parties. I'm not sure.
I know.
But maybe I'll meet someone if I'm like at Mediterranean Foods.
Oh, that still exists?
That's still around.
Oh shit! I wish we got some food there to have as a little display.
Some snacks while we do this.
Oh, let's see. Christina messaged me. She's next. It's okay. We started late. It's okay. We started late. Drive safe. XOXO. Anyway. Yeah. So, where is a good place to meet people these days anyway? Like dating apps? Yeah. Meh.
Greek festivals at churches. Church itself, people can go to church on a Sunday, and you can meet people. You can have the yayanas there refer you to.
Hold on, Steven. I once met a Greek guy in church. Okay, a few of them, like 2 of them, right? Back in the day, back in like college, because I was looking for my husband so hard in college. I wanted to be married at 17, like my mom. That didn't happen.
Well, how easy would it be if we found someone early in life? Like, how easy would that make the rest of our life?
I don't know if I entirely agree with that now. Just because what I noticed is people grow apart. You have to really make sure that the right person, because when you get older, you're not the same person at 18. You may have the same personality.
Evolve.
Yeah, it's like, and also my mom used to tell me, like, be careful with the person. Make sure you love all of them, because they're a different person when they're relaxed and there's nothing going on in their life, as opposed to when they come home from work.
When you're stressed out.
Exactly.
When you're feeling the whole day.
Yeah, so you have to really get to know a person. When you're 17, 18, you don't have jobs like that. You're in college, you're having fun, everything's la la la. And then you get older, and now you have real work life, kids and everything, and now everyone's like, ah!
Right, but what I'm saying is, let's say you find someone early in life. You have found someone who's like a person, perfect personality match. You fall in love, and then you spend the rest of your life together. How great would that be?
Yeah. It would be nice.
It would be
I
easier.
know.
We're both taking the hard.
I know. Well, Steven, let me tell you about these 2 church guys over here.
Tell us. Yeah.
Okay? Oh my God. I finally think I meet a nice Greek boy, and my mom's always with me everywhere. This one guy goes, I know you're looking for a nice Greek boy, but I'm not those nice Greek church boy that your mom thinks I am. And I'm like, what do you mean?
That's quite the opener.
Well, he didn't open like that. He asked me to send him a picture. So I sent him a picture of my face like this. He's like, no, I mean, send me a pic. And I was like, I just did. And he was I remember I was at the fish station at the Greek festival with my mom as he's texting me. Throwing the ball through the fish, and he's texting me these things. And I'm like, Mommy, he just told me that he's not the nice Greek church boy that you think he is. I'm like, what does this mean? I'm like, I just sent him a photo. I was like 18. My mom's like, nah. He wants you to send you a nudie pic. And I was like, a nudie pic? I met him at church. What is wrong with this?
People have different expectations.
I know. My God. He was so mad at me for not sending a picture either. Sheesh.
But you can't.
I know. Forget about it. Oh, there's so many Greek dating horror stories. Do you have any Greek dating horror stories?
I have like general dating horror stories, but nothing too obscure, I don't think.
Didn't you have someone who had a kefali problem?
I mean, I've gone on like dates, and then you think like, all right, this person's a little different than what you kind of expect.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way. But you never know. But look, I'm the type of person, you gotta give it a shot, you gotta give it a date, you gotta give it maybe 2 dates, maybe I'm a little kind and I give it 2 dates, but...
Yeah, well, I guess I would say go to the Panegyria, the Greek festivals.
Greek festivals.
No, but that's not where you meet somebody because I'm always on the dance floor. You'll never see me anywhere else except the dance floor. The only people next to me are over 80.
So if you're on the dance floor, how do guys approach you?
Did you not hear what I just said? They're over 80.
Oh, so it's the 80-year-old men that approach you. It's the retirees.
No, they don't approach me. Not like that.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically. Let's say there's a guy interested in you, and you're just on the dance floor as a Becky call. How does a guy go about to approach you? Like, can you offer advice?
Oh.
Like, how? Let's say any other Greek girl that's just dancing her heart away, and there's a guy that's interested, and you're on the. How do you?
Easy.
Okay.
You just go and do Zambekiko next to them, and then you look at them and you smile.
What
and
if
then...
they like push? What it's like? Like,
I never had this situation before, but okay, if I put myself in that situation, because it's slim pickings at Greek festivals when everybody's over 80, you know? Because I like Babu music. I like Yayan Babu music.
Oh yeah, on the ride here, you wanted all the Nisiotika, all the Dimotika.
And then you keep changing it on me.
That's how I tried to find a good song. It was on shuffle.
Yeah, but you like the Kenurio stuff. I love
I love listening to
stuff. Like village music. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Efithaldi, forget
That's how you get pumped for this interview.
It is actually. How'd you know?
I can tell already.
So yeah, let's think. Let's think. All right. So for girls doing Zambekiko and you like her.
So the old-fashioned way would be, you're right. You go up. Look, I don't know. A lot of people.
All right, you know what? Don't do that. You clap for her. Get on your knees.
Should I throw the money? You think that'll get her attention?
Yo, if you go like this while she's doing Zambekiko, that's it. Like,
it's a
that's
go?
good.
It's a go?
That's good. Because now they have to go and thank you.
I have a friend who's Irish. Longtime friend of mine. Many years grew up with. And it's very traditional to throw single bills in a Greek wedding, right? Prosperity.
Yeah.
So he's there with his wife, and it's his wife's friend who's Greek, getting married, so it's a Greek wedding. And the father of the bride, the father of the groom, everybody's throwing money. And he's like, why are they throwing money at the bride? Why is there so much? I didn't know, he goes. I said, it's tradition. It's tradition. It's prosperity. So, and he's like, Steve, at your wedding, I'm going to bring stacks of cash.
Okay, I like this Irish guy. He's going to be Greek for the night.
Oh, yeah, at my wedding, of course.
Yo, my first boyfriend was so cheap. So cheap.
Didn't you meet your first boyfriend at
a Greek parade?
Festival?
Greek parade.
Oh, the parade.
I met him at the parade, and he didn't want to... His friend was telling him not to talk to me because of how I look, whatever. Like, he's like, you're going to get rejected, bro. You're going to get rejected. And I'm like, no, she looks really nice. And then, yeah, we hit it off. I got made fun of hard because he wasn't, like, the most attractive person. But, like, from the inside, I really cared about him from the inside out. You know, and he became attractive because of his personality. But I don't know how the cheap personality got me, but he was very loving, and I liked that. But anyway, the point is, I'll never forget, wait a minute, I forgot. What'd you say? Okay, we would go to Bouzoukia. We had our first kiss in the Bouzoukia. I fall in love with the Bouzoukia. That's how I fell. I fall hard in a Bouzoukia. Is it Christina? Oh, okay. Yeah, I fell in love in the Bouzoukia. So I remember after we broke up, when I was like, he had another girlfriend, first of all, in another state, and a side girl.
That you didn't know about?
Yeah, and a side girl.
That's terrible.
I know. And then I remember, I'll be like, well, after a couple times passed by, I was like, you were so cheap with me, man. I'm like, we went to the cafe.
Because he was spending his money on the other girls.
Well, yeah. They were also putting out, I wasn't, so we would sit at the Cafeneo for 5 hours, and he'd have like 100 Coronas. He'd have like 10 Coronas, and then I'd have one soda. He didn't even ask me if I want another one after 5 hours. I'm like, it's watered down, but I wasn't going to ask. And then I I'd be like, you were so cheap with me, man. I'm like, you never even threw dollars at me. You never gave me Luludia, nothing. So then one time I saw him out like years later. He took all the flowers and he threw them all at me.
I want you back. I want you back. I changed my mind.
He took dollars, threw them at me. like he's asking for more and more. He's like,
And then what was your reaction to that?
my reaction was like, oh, huh. Now you woke up, huh?
So did you give him another chance?
I gave him a tap
I'd say
kiss.
yes.
But that was it. It left there. I never talked to him again after
You
that.
never like, hey,
Nah.
let's hang out. Let's go for
Nah.
another.
No.
another
My
fountain
yaya
drink?
was in the corner while that was happening because when I go out, I always brought my yaya with me. We'd go out dancing. And then I was like, oh, he's here. My yaya's like, oh, go see him. Go say hello, Athena. I love. So then, like, my yaya's there smiling, waiting for something to happen.
See, that's what I love about these old-fashioned people. They think that like people fall in love and like at the first event.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
It is really sweet. Well, that was after years. Like, she already knew the story. Because I took her out so many nights crying over him, you know? I'm like, Yaya, we're going out dancing. I broke up with this boyfriend. My Yaya was my go-to. Tell us about Greek traditions. Any Greek traditions that you like?
I mean, to me, it's just like the standards, you know? Church, eat the holidays.
But a specific tradition that you can remember. Because, like, what makes... Yeah, exactly.
It's not really a tradition.
Well, for...
Like lamb on Easter, that's tradition.
That's a tradition.
That's traditional.
Oh my God, Steven.
You love lamb.
I do. I have a confession.
Confess it to me.
I don't know, because there's people watching. I don't know if I should say this on camera. Fuck it. Whatever. I don't give a feta. Alright, so my ex was Greek. He was half Greek, but he wasn't baptized Greek Orthodox. I didn't know that. When I found out, I was already in love, and I'm like, ugh. But everything's different.
When did you find out? Were you engaged when you found this out? Like, how deep did this go?
No comment.
Okay,
But I
okay.
was just like...
You don't have to confess all your secrets to me.
I was just like... There's a lot of things, like didn't believe in Panagia, and I'm like... Oof. That's a deal breaker.
That's deep.
That's
though,
a deal
hide
breaker.
that for so long.
Well, it's not that he hid it. We just never came up. Never came up.
You just assumed.
Well, when Easter happened, it's always around Easter when I figure out the guy's not for me. That's how you find out.
Comes from above.
It does. It really does.
Comes from above.
So, oh shit, what was the secret I had?
You had a confession.
That was it. Yeah, what was the confession?
Talking about
Oh
this.
shit, I got sidetracked!
Well,
This
keep
was
going, keep going.
Like, this was a big confession. What'd you say?
Well, you
Before
asked me
this?
what the tradition was, and I said lamb on Easter, and that light bulb off. You wanted to talk about your ex?
Oh, yes! So we go to the house for Easter.
His house.
There was no lamb on a table.
Pasticcio?
Worse. I don't even want to say this on camera. From that moment, I had my eyebrow raised. There was a ham.
Holiday ham?
There was a ham on
Like
Easter.
a holiday spiral ham?
Steven?
With the glaze?
Steven.
With the orange glaze?
Yes.
And the pineapple?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It broke my
From
heart.
that moment, you
It broke
knew.
my heart. It's not that I knew because
He
I loved him.
wasn't
I loved
kosher.
him. I loved him, but like when I saw ham, I was like, oh.
Broke your heart.
I was just like, this is.
And you had to travel there too, right?
Yeah, no comment. But I was.
I'm just saying.
It was just like it wasn't over. But I had my eyebrow raised. It like. I
Was
had
it
my
the
eyebrow
last
raised.
nail in the coffin? Like,
No.
did you
There was
already
a lot
do-
of nails. There was a lot of nails in the coffin. Like a lot. But like, there's just like little added things, you know, like the Panagia thing that killed me. That was a deal breaker.
Well, you're a
That's
big believer.
Oh, huge.
Yeah. Big believer.
Huge believer in Panagia. Panagia has performed so many miracles for me. I really heavily
Yeah,
believe.
my mom too, like big.
Oh, like tell me.
Well, look, I mean, I have to say, my mom's very, very close, big believer. Her name's Maria, so as her patron saint and protector, always goes to Panagia. So she's gone through so much. You know, she always has faith by her side, and for her, it's helped her just keep moving and keep going forward.
Well, faith is everything. If someone, okay, I'll say this proudly on the camera too. If you're Greek and then you don't have the religion aspect of it, it's like, are you Greek? You know what I mean? Like our whole culture is based
Greek Orthodox.
Exactly.
It's so unique to Greece.
Yeah, our whole culture is based on Greek religion, right? Greek Orthodox. It's based on the church. It's based on all these things. So like, if someone didn't believe that's not Greek, I feel like it's different, rather than a Greek who doesn't believe.
So what happened? So the ham was on the table. What happened? Did he confess? Did he say how did you come up with?
No one knew how I felt. It just, in my head, I was like, the whole reason why I want to be with...
Were you like, hey, can we talk about this?
No, because they're a good family. They're a really good family, and treated me so nice. They're such a good family, you know? But it's like, it's a sticky situation. It's just, what do you want? What do you want? The whole reason why I want to be with the Greek, right, is because of the traditions. It's because of everything that I grew up with. I want to get passed down to my future children and my family. So if the person that you're with is Greek and doesn't even follow those traditions, are they even Greek?
Hey, like we said earlier, I mean, you know, if someone's going to fall in love with you and they love you, and you're really close to, you know, your Greek tradition, they're going to do the same. They're going to follow you.
Exactly.
And you're going to do the same to them. And I think that's great.
Yeah.
But for you specifically, right, from your point of view, that's what you want? You know,
well, if I'm going to go with... So here's my perspective. If I'm going to go with a Greek who doesn't believe in all those things, then I might as well open my portal or open my options up.
Open your heart up?
No, open up the options, open up the floor, basically, and give a chance to anyone who's not Greek. If I'm going to date a Greek who doesn't do all these traditions or believe in it, then it's like, all right, then I'll go find an Italian. It's the same thing. Because if the Italian and the Greek both don't believe in the same stuff, then I might as well just open up the door for other people to try, you know?
You can do
or to date other people.
You can do that, but that's not what you want, right? That's...
At this point, it's really slim pickings in general. Or I'm like...
Well, let me ask you this. You're out in California. How's the Greek scene out in California? I know there's a lot of Greeks out there.
Okay, but here's the thing. The Greeks in California are even less Greek than the Greeks in Long Island.
You're saying they're like more like later generation?
No, like they'll even be first that are very Americanized. Like they don't speak Greek. Now again, there's your exception to everyone. I have met a lot of Greeky Greeks as well. There are, but you just have to find them. They're not as easy to find as they are in New York or New Jersey.
Or Florida, whatever.
No, I've been to Florida. I've been to Chicago. The Greek scene in Florida and Chicago are very Americanized.
Very different.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Greek scene in Canada, though, so I'm curious about that. You know, we can't say...
Toronto, I've heard it's great. And I've been, and it was a great time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a big Greek scene there, but I can't say I've never been, like, part of the Greek scene in Chicago, so I can't really say. But...
Yeah. Sorry, I want to see... Oh, she just parked. Okay. Okay, text me when you come up. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, you know, we can only generalize. We can't say who's Greeker than who.
Look, we can't, we're voicing our own opinions. We can't tell other people to do anything. We're just saying what we...
Well, no, what I've noticed, being a New York Greek, is just like New York is very hardcore with the traditions and the cultures, and the more further you go, the less you see the traditions, you know? And it's just, I don't know, there's not a lot of Greek things in California. There's not.
Greek festivals?
There are, but it's just, you don't have Bouzoukia. You know how every place has like a Greek land?
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling Greek land.
Yeah, I took a second there thinking like, Greek land, okay, let's go with it.
What do they call it? Oh, Greek town.
But you can't really say that.
Greek land doesn't exist in California.
There's Legoland, there's Disneyland, there's Greek land.
Okay, so we have Legoland, Disneyland, and you have Greek land.
Great family vacation spot.
I love it. Oh, man. Well, to close this, I have a little pin for you to celebrate our culture.
Oh, wow. I can wear this at the Greek Independence Day Parade.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Steven, it was so nice talking to you and like getting to know you, man. Again, after 10
It
years.
was great catching up.
That's what I meant
We
to
can
say.
keep talking.
That's what I meant to say. You know, when I'm excited, like sometimes I mess up my words.
I think that's everybody. When you get nervous,
Right.
you never know
Well,
what
no,
to say.
I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Steven. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what was your favorite part of the episode. And don't forget to like. See you guys later.
Bye.
Catch you guys on the next one.